custom that when a person is going on a trip, you give them some money to be a Shaliach Mitzva. What is Shaliach Mitzva? Shaliach is a messenger of mitzvah to do a mitzvah. And the concept is that a person on his way to do a mitzvah is not going to be damaged, not going to be harmed. We actually just had in the Daf Yomi in Psachim, Daf Ches, the whole discussion there that this comes from. The Gemara tells us that if a person lives in a house and there is a hole in the wall between him and his Gentile neighbor, there are various opinions as to what to do for searching for chametz over there. We assume that people store things in holes, and according to one opinion, that of Plimo, you don't have to search for chametz there at all. The Gemara says, why not? And the Gemara says, because of the danger that's there. The Gemara says, what is the danger? If it's because of that your neighbor is going to suspect that you are doing magic or incantations, well, how did you put chametz there in the first place? And if you're not going to put chametz there, then you don't have to search for chametz over there. So the Gemara says that you could put it during the day, but if you're going to search at night, it looks rather curious. If you think to yourself for a moment, let's say you have a neighbor, and in the middle of the night you see a tiny light shining from a hole between you, and you take a look and you see he is going there with a candle, reaching into a hole between your walls, you certainly think that something's going on then. So therefore, that's why the Gemara says that we're afraid that he's going to do something to you, that you're in danger by doing this. The Gemara asks, but don't we have a principle of Shaliach Mitzva Eino Nizakin, that people who are doing a mitzvah cannot come to damage? And we know this because the Torah tells us when people would go to Yerushalayim from Israel on the 3 pilgrim festivals of the year, the Torah guarantees them that Lo Yachmod Ish Artzacha, no one will desire your land, your property will be safe, your cow will be okay, your chicken will be okay, no one's going to attack it while you're away, and even on the way back you are safe. So the Gemara answers, no, if it's a very dangerous situation, then it's different. And therefore you can't rely on this when you're going into a dangerous situation. Since this has a great deal of potential for danger, why? Once again, going with a candle in the middle of the night and saying, I'm looking for a piece of bread over there, is certainly going to make your neighbor think that you're up to no good over there, putting an incantation over him. And therefore, we would not be able to rely on it when there is a lot of danger. In other words, if you're going on a plane trip and you decide to parachute and not use a parachute, that is, you're parachuting out of the plane, but you say, I'm a Shaliach Mitzvah, I don't need to have a parachute, then you're nuts, not frum. But when a person goes on a trip, the custom is to give them tzedakah, that they should be a Shaliach Mitzvah and have a good trip. Buen viajes a todos.